His dad has put him in a horrible spot.
Damn!
He looked out of place. He got his ankles broken twice. This isn't LeVar Ball's kid. I guarantee, who's the LiAngelo, the Ball kid that didn't make it to the NBA? He would make short work of Bronny James. Remember how LeVar wanted to play Michael Jordan? I would love for LiAngelo Ball, the third Ball brother, the one that didn't make it to the NBA, I'd love for he and Bronny James to play one-on-one. All of my money is on LiAngelo Ball. And he probably, well, maybe he's playing overseas. I don't know. LeBron James has turned his son into the Make-A-Wish kid. And everybody in the media is going to play along. Everybody is going to play along. Not everybody, because we're not, and there are a handful of people calling this out. But you've turned your son into the Make-A-Wish kid. Someone did, that picture of Bronny at the press conference, someone did a great photo, because the other kid, the white dude, is Dalton Connect from Tennessee. That was the Lakers' first-round draft pick. And someone showed a picture of how they were dressed at that press conference. And Dalton Connect's got a nice pair of slacks on, button-up shirt. LeBron's kids got on jeans, a hoodie, tennis shoes, sunglasses, or not sunglasses, but whatever. And they go, one guy showed up like he had earned the job, and another guy showed up like his dad got him the job.
Didn't you get the memo?
You can just see it in how they present themselves. Hey, my dad got me this job. I can show up dressed however I want. Hey, I earned this job. Let me make a good first impression at this press conference. Let me put on a pair of slacks and a dress shirt, look nice, respectable. And I know it's basketball, and I know that Pelinka, I think is dressed casually. But again, when you're the rookie, there's a way you show up to dress when you're not there because of nepotism, because your dad is the actual boss. You show up like you want to impress people. This is third base. That's my new nickname, DJ Richie Rich, third base. The only people that can't see it are bronzesexuals and groupies and people that idolize LeBron James, and LeBron James can do no wrong. He's making an argument. The kid has the world as a buffet. Anything is available to him in the world. His dad is super famous. He can get all the tutors, he's never missed a meal. He's slept in comfort. This kid could do anything in the world. But let me pursue the one thing that I really don't have the talent for. Let me be a professional basketball player in the NBA, even though I'm not qualified. But my daddy will allow it. LeBron James should be beating his chest if his son was valedictorian at some prestigious high school and headed off to some great college to be a doctor, cure cancer, a scientist, something. But no, he's traveled the road less traveled. He's a basketball player. And it's so courageous. Bronny just doesn't care. He's different than LeBron. LeBron James, this kid, I've given him a new nickname, Steve, third base. I'm naming him after the rap group, Third Base. He was born on third base. LeBron actually thinks, this kid has had this unbelievable path to greatness, and LeBron talked all about how, it's just unbelievable what all Bronny's overcome. He's born to a billionaire, and he could have done X, Y, and Z. Instead, he chose the path of basketball. Anyway, your thoughts on Bronny James?
Well, he came as advertised. Yeah, he really chose the path, that's less traveled because, we don't have enough young black men going into basketball or sports. Okay. So I don't know what to really say. Then Jason, I think you saw some of this on Twitter, how ESPN and other outlets are trying to hype this up or this narrative that somehow Bronny is the next Tim Tebow with the overblown coverage that may not be deserved, or somehow placing them together in a box. And I just thought that was such dishonest to even make that comparison. I mean, say what you want about Tim Tebow as a National Football League quarterback. Look, he wasn't really good, okay? But much of the hype surrounded the fact that, in my view, Jason, I don't know if you agree or disagree, I think he's one of the 5 greatest college football quarterbacks of all time. And again, that does not mean his draft status or whether he was a prototype, but I'm talking about leadership, winning, playing to your system, and doing great things and winning national championships and Heisman trophies. He's a lot like Christian Laettner. Throw out his pro career. If you look up in the prism of what they did in college, they're among the all-time greats. And I'm thinking to myself, this other guy literally could not be a rotation player on a mediocre SC team. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, Steve, I think Tim Tebow is in the argument for the greatest college football player of all time. 2 national championships, a Heisman Trophy. There's few people, I'm not sure if anybody, 2 national championships and a Heisman Trophy. That's pretty hard to accomplish. And again, he was the force, the thing you couldn't really defend for Florida. And so, yeah, Tebow, whatever you thought of his pro career, he's worthy of the hype just because of what he accomplished in college. Bronny was like the 4th or 5th best player on his high school team, the 6th or 7th best player on his USC team, and he will definitely be the 15th best player on the Los Angeles Lakers. It is what it is, and yeah, I'm right there with you as it relates to comparing him to Tim Tebow is a disservice to Tim Tebow. It's a cheap shot, and Tim Tebow didn't have a dad who placed him in the NFL. Yeah. Tim Tebow got into the NFL because of what he accomplished on the college football field.
I don't trust polls anymore. I've learned my lesson. I don't trust those polls anymore. Magic and Bird in 79-80 were both great, okay? But I will say this, Magic had a loaded team. I mean, people forget, for Magic, for all that's talked about with the Game 6 that he had against the Sixers, the 42-14-7 or whatever, and he won the Finals MVP, people forget the regular season MVP was actually Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I think that was his 6th one, final one that he ever won. But the Rookie of the Year went to Larry Bird, and I think some of it had to do with the fact, to be fair, that the Celtics were legitimately better.